Hi there, sign of Taurus. Hope you all are doing good. This is your reading from me, Kim, for the next 48 hours. It's going to be a breakthrough reading. I love this spread. I'm kind of on, I like the spread for, it will be what I use for a while probably. Because I like it. There are 6 spots. The first spot is the pattern, or what pattern you're repeating. Second spot is for the challenge. The third, the top of the pyramid, is your breakthrough card. And then you're going to have number 4, which is your power card. What is going for you. 5 will be your outcome. And 6 is like action advice from Spirit. All right. Let's do it like this time. You know what? Yeah, let's do it like that. So 1, 2, breakthrough, 3, 4, 5, and the call to action or some kind of action. The Ace of Pentacles on the bottom in the reverse. What is that about? What is that about? Okay, well, you know what? We're just going to just read your Page of Wands in the reverse as the pattern. 10 of Cups in the reverse as your challenge. The 5 of Wands is in the reverse as your breakthrough. The Hermit in reverse is your power. Ooh, nice. Number 5, your outcomes, and Knight of Wands. Ooh, what action to take? You have the 3 of Swords as what action to take. They're telling you to cut a loss of some sort. Or, I don't think they're telling you to cheat, but take a loss of some sort. I don't know. We're going to get some more. So the Page of Wands is the pattern, and it's in the reverse. And either this is that pattern to take things just super uber seriously and never have play inserted in your life. But that doesn't sound like a Taurus, really. So it might actually be waiting on good news and just feeling like you're always waiting on some kind of good news to come. That could be the pattern. Waiting on good news. Now, you could be always feeling like, I will be happy when I get this news. You know what I mean? So, because the challenge is the 10 of Cups in reverse. And that's kind of that feeling like everything's not great because something's missing from your happiness. I feel like you find a lot of pleasure in the outside things, in the earthly things. I think that's what this Hermit in reverse is saying is your power, is your ability to find pleasure, happiness in some things around you. Your breakthroughs, 5 of Wands in the reverse. Making someone your friend when everything was pointing for them to be an enemy is your breakthrough in a way that feels like it's your power too. The Knight of Wands is your outcome, and this energy, it's one of movement, possibly travel, but it's also like somebody that would be very passionate towards you, want to do fun things, travel with you, impulsive things with you. It could be a Sagittarius energy, talking about that. But the 3 of Swords is the action to take. And that's just so strange to me, but it is suggesting that there's like a third party here. Or that I've never had Spirit suggest a third party or to cheat. So I don't think that's what that means, but I think it is about being open to have a loss, to say, okay, this is we're gonna take a loss and then we're gonna take a hit and move on, type of deal, so to speak. Tell me about the Page of Wands. Tell me more about the Page of Wands. Ten of Pentacles. Wow. Ooh, Ace of Pentacles. Bottom. Waiting on good news. You have a lot of connections. They're really good. You have the, man, if you want the finances to be good, they're good. If that's what you want, that's what's here. The connections are really important to you, and everybody else's safety and security is also. It's like all good with the money, big focus on the money stability. What happened to focusing on the emotional part? That's what it's saying, is like, okay, now that you've got this done, now it's about going inside instead of the things outside and focusing on how to get that. Tell me more about the challenge. Why is this Ten of Cups a challenge for Taurus? Nice, Priestess. Because you don't always listen to your intuition, but your intuition is bang on, right? But you don't always listen to it. But it's here, and it's even in a challenging position. So most of what you know makes you happy is something you already intuitively even know. It's just a matter of listening to it. It's just challenges. Can you listen and actually implement what it is your intuition is telling you? Not wanting to fight or play games. That's a breakthrough. That's a breakthrough. Not wanting to compete is a breakthrough. And your focus. I feel like your focus is on the fire and the passion side, but not the competitive side. Tell me more about the breakthrough. It's also Leo energy. So this is the extra card in this deck, and it means that, well, in the reverse, your breakthrough is to walk away from something that felt like a massive betrayal, not participate in the games and the foolishness because it's just causing distraction, and focus on you and what it is that would make you happy instead of focusing on what everyone else wants to be happy. Because this is like, your pattern could be, I fix everything, I make everything better with the Ten of Pentacles for everybody. But there's a, yeah, but you're leaving yourself out. And that catches up with you. Tell me more about the breakthrough. Tell me more about everything is not necessarily fine. Yeah, because there was some kind of deception of some sort, and you just see that so clearly now. So you can see something really clearly as being sneaky or deceptive, lying, cheating, stealing. You're not wanting to play any of those games. You're kind of done with that. And because your vision is or your intuition, I can say, your third eye vision is like on point. You can discern when something is not necessarily right or isn't lining up. So there's something that you're really discerning, and there's either a group of people or a situation that you're completely separating from because of the lies, because of the deception. Your breakthrough is that your head is not in the clouds expecting rosy colored world to appear to you. All right, so what your power is you can find pleasure in these earthly things. The Hermit in reverse, you're also able to be really social if you want to be. Wow, look at these sevens. I would look at the angel number 777. The Seven of Pentacles in the reverse is telling us that it might be in your power also to realize when something is an investment for you. Maybe immediately you might notice when something is not balancing out, or something is not giving you back, paying you back. So like when the pleasure is is not there, or you're running out of patience with a situation on the outside, you feel it, you know it. This is your energy. So it's not waiting around. Not waiting around for the outside to turn, like, you know that. I think there's something really that you've completely mastered when it comes to the earthly realm, the material realm. It's just this. This is the concern, the Ten of Cups. So tell me about the Knight of Wands. It feels like a person. I'll be honest. It feels like a person. And it feels like this Hermit in reverse is also you giving others advice, or the ability to give others advice when you can see the choice and the consequence way before it happens. It's trying to warn or give advice on that. You're a good mentor to somebody, or could be a good mentor to somebody, because there's someone that doesn't necessarily always realize their consequences or the action and consequences, but you do. Your vision does. Tell me about the Knight of Wands. Tell me about the Knight of Wands. The Hermit. The Hermit. Going off on your own. It's saying to definitely spend some time with yourself. Maybe even disconnecting from media or your phone. Getting more fresh air. Getting more fresh air. Get a feeling of where you maybe want to travel to. There's a horse on there. Okay. You know, I never noticed it as a horse on there, because it's blue. Maybe there's something with this color blue. This color blue is really standing out to me. I don't know if maybe that color blue. So it's very specific, like it's an electric blue. Heck, maybe there's something about your aura that's exciting like that. Tell me about the action to take. Why in the world are you recommending Three of Swords? The King of Wands. Able, and also it has to do with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. It's able to discern when something's working or whether something's not working. How to build something, how not. And what to cut as your loss, as far as like master builder. You know. When something's just off balance or not right with the situation. When something isn't changing. Then cutting something loose is what's necessary. Tell me more. Doing too much. Doing too much. Doing too much. Having to juggle a whole lot. Maybe to do with justice or an issue with Justice Department. It could be Justice Department. It could be just an issue with seeing the truth. The off balance here. The balance is off. Justice, Libra energy, Capricorn energy, Leo energy, Libra energy. So tell us more about what we do, or, well, let me get another deck and let's get some advice on what to do regarding this stuff that you have found out, or that you feel like isn't just or isn't fair. Because there's something off, right? There's something off. You're absolutely not giving up on this issue. Do you know that there's good news to be found? But right now, whatever is off balance, tell me about some advice here, Spirit, other than just cutting off from the world, and finding your passion. Okay, yeah. Just because you can build things for other people doesn't mean you should build things for other people. Maybe it's for them to build. Maybe it's for someone else to build. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Give me advice. Give me advice. 7 of Swords in the reverse. Well, letting go of the issues from the past or the things that didn't work out from the past. And moving forward, like something is transparent right now. Something is easy to see through. I feel like if there was deception at one time, just this action is going to make, like, you're going to be like, okay, there's no deception right now. Or your ability to discern is here. You're also having a situation where you're heavily, we all have situations where we're mirroring, but this is like heavily mirroring. What do we have to change, or what's off balance? A completion. A completion. There was something that wasn't completed. It's like a puzzle piece. The world here is in reverse, so it's like you've been on this journey for quite a while, and that's why you're not letting go or cutting something out at this moment, because you have invested so much so far. That's why. And because it's so close to completion, you do know that the challenge is focusing on your own emotional happiness. But for some reason, you realize that the breakthrough is there's something that has to have a completion. That has to get balanced out. So things are about to pick up speed for you with that Knight of Wands. Things are about to really pick up speed. You have Aquarius energy with the advice. You have Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, and Leo energy with the advice. Tell me more about the outcome with the Knight of Wands and the Hermit. Tell me more about that, the outcome. High Priestess in a reverse. Secrets revealed, or there's that energy again of like the challenge is to listen to yourself. Listen to yourself. Let's, you know what, since that happened, we're going to light an intention candle for you, and then Taurus will be able to say exactly what you would like the intention to be, or what you would like to manifest. There's 2 new moons in Aries. We just passed one, and then the 19th of April there is another. Alright, so here is an intention candle for you, Taurus. Alright, and we're at 18 minutes. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So tap into your intuition. Obviously, this is saying you need to tap more into your intuition. Especially when it comes to what you're passionate about and the movement and the speed at which something is traveling. And that's what I've got for you. Focus, plan, everything's going to be just fine. All right, so here, Taurus, I'm going to pull one of these for you. It is a Wisdom from the Master's card. Suffering, dukkha, one of the 3 characteristics of existence. It says, I am aware of my own suffering and the suffering of others. I recognize that I am not immune from physical or mental pain. The constant changing nature of my life and this world the inherent unsatisfactoriness of life itself. I accept this truth as the nature of being alive. Through this acceptance, I work towards being with the suffering of all living things and the universal suffering of this world. May this insight provide me the wisdom and the truth that life is like this. With this knowledge and wisdom, may I find freedom in this truth. May I now open to the possibility that I might lessen my own pain and the pain of others through following a path of greater insight and meaning. That was deep, wasn't it? Okay, so that's what I've got for you. Sending you love and light. If you want a private reading, reach out. I can be contacted in the description box. You'll find an email, and that's what I got. Love and light.